Why, hello guys. This video is about giving you tips on how to doodle, how to stay inspired and motivated. This is one of the many videos you shall see on my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Giselle. Welcome to my channel. I'm a virtual teacher, an artist, a YouTuber, and an entrepreneur. On this channel, you will see tips about teaching, doodling, and words of encouragement and drawing videos. Welcome to my channel. Now let's go to my desk and see how to doodle. Now you're at my desk. This is one of my first videos about my art, and I'm putting myself out there for the world to see. I'm using a gooseneck phone holder that a friend, a teacher friend, had showed me how to tape yourself on Zoom. It didn't really work on Zoom. The video recording was a disaster. It was, let's just say it was blurry. The first thing I found out is that I forgot to put the volume up. And then I said, oh well, maybe I can just do an voiceover. Not. The video was horrible. Anyway, as I digress, I have to give a shout out to Sincerely Serena. She has a YouTube channel as well. She is a teacher on Outschool. It's a gooseneck phone holder. It shakes a little bit, but it's pretty good for now. Once I grow on YouTube, I will get some better lighting and a better phone holder or a camera holder. Oh yeah. But thank God that I'm able to tape myself. I am very grateful for this phone holder and the phone. You can get this gooseneck holder on Amazon, and I'll leave the link below in the description box for you that you can check it out. This is one of my doodles. Let me bring in my fairy lights once again. I love fairy lights. So, what are you saying is doodling? Well, it's a form of relieving stress, and it relaxes your brain while you talk on the phone, talk to a friend, and even have a meeting. You can't say that you haven't doodled while you were in a meeting. Not exactly Michelangelo art, but you've doodled before. I'm sure many of you have. Yes, we've all done it. Don't think you can't draw. It doesn't matter. Anyone can doodle something. A squiggly line is a doodle. A bunch of triangles, stars. My stars. Smiley faces are doodles. The more you doodle, the more creative you get. Doodling is fun and a form of creative expression. Okay, number 2, paper. You need paper. You can buy any paper from grid paper like I used here. This is grid paper. I have a stack of grid paper that I use. I haven't used it in a while. It helps you decide where you want to put the lines or where you want to put the doodle. You can also use copy paper. My personal favorite. It's cheap. You can buy a ream of paper for like $5, I believe, or even cheaper. Sometimes it's $2 when it's on sale, or even $1. You get 100 sheets of copy paper. You can start doodling on this, or you can also doodle on sketchbook paper, like this type of doodling. Just let the ideas flow. This is a book that was basically purchased at Ross. It's these are some of my thumbnails from other art that I did. It's pretty good paper. It's thick. If you want to color or paint or doodle, I'm going to use the good old multi-purpose sketchbook or Bristol board. I don't have Bristol board right now, but I do have some mixed media paper. You can use pencil, crayon, watercolor, what have you. This is a pretty big sheet of paper and it has 60 sheets in here. This is a good buy. And it's 98 pounds, 160 grams is the weight of the paper. It's pretty thick. I did some doodling on here and on my other sketchbook that I showed you before of the bees and the butterflies, but it's up to you what you want to draw on. But my favorite is copy paper because it's cheap. It's cheap. If you're just starting out doodling, you can use copy paper. You choose the paper you want to use. It's up to you. Even if you use copy paper, you can always get a binder to put your doodles away for safekeeping or to preserve them. On to the ideal drawing tools. The pencil. You can use a number 2 pencil. They're pretty good. Just make sure you don't use the eraser, because when you use the eraser, it always leaves a mark. The mark of red on your paper. You don't want to use that. What you do want to use is a white eraser. The retractable ones, they're pretty good. They don't leave a smudge on your paper. You can use the mechanical pencil, like the Bic pencil. You can get that on Amazon. I'll leave the links below. What? You don't even have to buy an expensive pencil to start doodling just because you see someone else using an expensive pencil. Doesn't mean you have to use one too. You can always use a number 2 to doodle. Make sure you draw lightly if you do use a number 2 pencil, because getting those eraser marks out and smudge marks, they mess up your drawings. You don't always have to use a black pencil. You can use a colored pencil like me. I use Col-Erase Prismacolor. I will leave the link below in the description box for the Prismacolor pencil. You can always use blue pencils as well. Blue pencils are pretty good. They're erasable and they're cheap. They're TICONDEROGA pencils, and they're really check register pencils from Amazon. You can also use red pencils. Yes, it's tiny. I'm cheap. I use it to the last bit. Even if they were $6 for 12. You can always get an extender and put it on your pencil like this one, or you can use a different extender because this one pencil is very tiny, so you don't have to put your fingers really close to the paper when you're drawing. When I use colored pencil, they always add a pop of color to your doodles. I purchased the cheaper brands of blue and red pencils because why pay for the more expensive ones, especially if you don't have the money. Make sure you have erasers on hand. The white erasers are the best. This big Jahunkin eraser. And I also have, it's called the Magic Eraser. And this is pretty good. Make sure you don't draw very hard and press too hard on the paper when you're drawing. You can draw with the pen hard, but not the pencil. The pencil, you don't want to leave any marks. Too many marks behind. On to the markers and pens. You can use a regular pen. There's no rule as far as doodling. Just make sure you have an extra sheet of paper, because when you use this pen, when you use a regular ink pen, it's going to bleed. It's going to get little pieces of ink on the edge of the pen. And if you're a lefty, like me, you will get the ink all over your hand. In here, all over, up to the pinky. It's up to you what you want to use. I use micron pens. And let me get this into focus for you. I use a number 1 because they leave a finer line on my doodles. Sorry guys, I tried to freeze the frame so you could see the marker better. I use these because they are smudge resistant and I'm a lefty. I don't want to get smudges all over my hand. They are archival. Archival meaning it will last longer. It's resistant to fading and bleeding. They work well with alcohol markers, ink, watercolor, etc. If you're a lefty like me, you're going to get ink on your hand up to your pinky. No joke. Putting a piece of paper under your hand while doodling will save you from washing your hands. Well, you have to wash your hands, but you know what I mean. Finally, have patience because everything takes time. Don't think the artists on YouTube or Instagram just popped out of the womb with a pen and paper and started drawing. It has taken time and work on their part. They make it look easy, but behind the scenes, there is a lot of prep work, study, and practice that has taken place. Don't compare yourself. I, myself, struggle with this one because seeing so many great artists online showing their work and you think, mine isn't as good as theirs. No wonder they have so many followers. My art sucks. And you go into this downward spiral of self-doubt, into the rabbit hole of self-deprecating. Don't do it. This is supposed to be fun, light, and just enjoy the journey of creating and relieving your stress, especially during this time when we're shut in. All the chaos is going on. We have to be kind to ourselves. Truly. Just be kind to yourself. Don't do it. Don't self-deprecate. Don't criticize yourself. Even if all of this didn't happen this year, always be kind to yourself. Give yourself a break. If you suffer with anxiety or even depression, it will provide some beneficial results doing doodling. Doing some doodling will relieve some of the stress and will relax you. You may not think so, but it will. Put on some music, get some paper and a pencil, and see what you can create, and maybe some chocolate. Comment below how doodling or drawing has helped you cope with stress. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell icon so you won't miss any future videos. If you want to be a teacher on Outschool or you have a child that wants to attend a class, you'll find the links below in the description box. I'll be drawing a doodle in a few minutes, and then after, I will leave you with a positive note. Bye-bye, guys. Hello guys, I have to speed up this video a little bit. I do not want you to sit here and watch the extent of this video. If you want to slow it down, you can check that in the video where you can slow it down in the settings. Thank you, and I hope you have a great one. And I will leave you with a positive note. Don't Quit by John Greenleaf Whittier. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is strange with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure comes about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you never can tell just how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. You stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. For all the sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these: it might never have been. God bless and have a good one. this is the final product of my doodling. Enjoy and have a blessed day.